Today we'll go over the design, construction, and features of a Milwaukee 10-drawer toolbox. For a bargain tier box, the Milwaukee is anything but cheap because there's some construction cues and some features on here that you won't find on even the top tier brands like Snap-on, Matco, Mac Tools, and Cornwell. The dimensions on this are 56 inches wide, 39 inches high, and 22 inches deep. Each pair of drawer slides is rated at 150 pounds. The shallow drawers all have one pair to give them 150 pound capacity. But the deep drawers double up and have two pairs for 300 pound capacity. Milwaukee considers the drawers full extension. However, when you compare what you find on other manufacturers who offer full extension drawers, you see there is a difference. You do lose about an inch or so of the drawer to the front of the box, and I think this is what Milwaukee is doing when they compare them. For example, if you look at this drawer here, the back of this drawer does come out to be flush with the front of the other drawer, but because the frame of the box comes out to overhang the front of the drawer, you actually lose an inch or so of drawer space to the front of the box. Not a big deal, but the inconvenience is when you have a drawer full of tools, you lose a sight line in back there to get at the small round stuff or the flat stuff that tends to make its way to the back of the drawer, and you have to move some tools forward to reach the back of the box. This overhang here is not as pronounced as some boxes like the older Matco 4S's, but still, it's something to keep an eye out for when you're shopping boxes. You tend to want to avoid getting a box that loses any kind of drawer space, and you want to make sure that the drawers you get are true full extensions. I wouldn't consider these full extension drawers in the truest sense of the word because you do lose some of that space, but I see what Milwaukee says when they market this as a full extension drawer. Anyway, just something to be aware of. One of the nicer features that this box has that you don't see on even the most expensive boxes is these slides are soft close slides. So as I'm closing the drawer, I can just let that thing go and it draws itself in using springs on the drawer slides so that you actually can't slam the drawer. And if you're particularly lazy, you don't even need to do the work to close it yourself because presto, the drawers take care of that themselves. The top two drawers are the full width of the box, so you can put longer items like pry bars and long extensions in there. Under the deeper of the two drawers is a stabilizing channel in the form of a slide, so you have some additional support there. Along the bottom of The shallow wide drawer is a shallow channel to provide some strength and rigidity to prevent the box from sagging. It's important to note, though, that this is not a heavy-duty box. And if you were to compare this to one that is, you would see heavier gauge channels, you'd see more of them, and they usually come out, instead of running the width of the box like we just saw, they'll run the depth of the box. Has a combination lock and a key. On the side is a nice flush mount power strip consisting of 2 USB outlets and 6 AC outlets with a breaker reset switch. It also has a fold-away storage tray along the bottom. And around back is the cord for the power strip that stows nicely on these clips. Rubber corner guards protected against bumps, as well as this protective trim piece. And also has a bottle opener, because every toolbox should have a bottle opener. Let's look underneath. The box is framed out using 90-degree angle iron. They double it up on the ends to mount the 6-inch casters to. And the framing runs the entire width and the depth of the box. Comparing this framing construction to heavier duty boxes, this is a little lighter duty. I would rank this along the lines of the US General box from Harbor Freight. Heavier duty boxes have fully boxed out framing members, but still, the steel that they use on these members here is fairly thick, and it's difficult to get any kind of framing which has a heavier gauge metal. They just save on some material by not doing a fully boxed frame. The casters mount directly to the frame, and the 2 swivel casters have brakes. A lot of other boxes run a reinforcing channel the width of the top of the box to ensure that the top doesn't sag when you put extra weight on it. This box is intended to have a top box put on it, but there is no additional stiffening channel underneath. However, it runs a heavier gauge metal on the top, so I doubt that sagging would ever be a problem. This box is an ideal option for a new technician just getting into the field who may want to save money on tool storage and instead invest it into the tools that will actually earn money, or for somebody who hasn't yet committed to being a technician or mechanic as a career. It's also a great option for your home shop. Now, because it has a limited capacity compared to other larger or premium branded boxes, you may outgrow it fairly quickly, but I think you'll find that for the few $100s that it costs, it may very well be worth the initial investment. Now, in the future, we've got some more videos coming up on some Matco toolbox reviews, as well as a Mini Ductor 2 inductive element heating tool. So do me a favor, click down here to subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, use a tool. Don't be one.